Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to video number 2 for Thursday. We have some royal family stuff, a few items. Let's jump in and cover it all, shall we? Let's go. We're going to start off. We were notified on November 19th that on the evening of the 19th, King Charles was going to be hosting a white tie and tiara reception at Buckingham Palace for the country's leading diplomats. Now, of course, everybody got excited. Oh my God, there's going to be tiara moments. But alas, no Princess Catherine. So that night they held the reception. Queen Camilla was wearing the late Queen's aquamarine and diamond tiara for the very first time. Prince William was there, but of course, alas, again, Princess Catherine was not. This reception was held, they're saying, it's being reported, that it celebrates the presence in London of one of the largest diplomatic corps in the world, and this is one of the highlights of the royal calendar. Over 500 members of the diplomatic corps were there in all their finery at the staterooms at the palace, and they're saying that this just highlights and underlines the crucial role that King Charles plays at the heart of British diplomacy. Usually we see this event on the first Tuesday in December, but it was brought forward because there's going to be a state visit of the Emir of Qatar this year, and they didn't want it to clash. All ambassadors to the UK are still officially accredited to the Court of St. James, which is the official royal court of the sovereign. Interesting. St. James was traditionally the most senior royal palace up until the reign of Queen Victoria, just in case you didn't know that, when she moved her seat of power to Buckingham Palace. Since spouses were invited, they were expecting at this reception more than 1,500 guests from over 130 countries, making it the largest reception held at the palace all year. The men had the national dress code of the white tie or court dress, which, by the way, for men, knee breeches. I know people are sad that Catherine wasn't there, but let's not forget that she was going to be doing a slow return to duties. So while it would have been nice to see a tiara moment from her, I get it. I totally get it. I'm wondering, though, why the Duchess of Edinburgh wasn't there with one of her tiara. You know what I'm saying? Since Catherine couldn't be there, I'm wondering why she didn't step in, or why Anne didn't step in, why somebody else didn't step in her stead. Seriously, guys, think about it. 1,500 people had to be greeted just by the three royals. Would have been easier if they'd had a few extra hands on deck at this event. All right, let's move on to our next story. Now, even though Princess Catherine couldn't have her tiara moment, she did mark World Children's Day holding a meeting on her early years project. It was a quietly held meeting at Windsor Castle on Tuesday. Now, we know about this because the meeting was recorded in the court circular, which is the official record of royal engagements. And we know that Catherine, Princess of Wales, launched the Shaping Us campaign, which is her life's work. Just love that she's still working behind the scenes. All right, let's move on. Let's move on now back to King Charles. He had multiple private audiences at Buckingham Palace. He met the Lieutenant Governor of Ontario, the Honorable Edith Dumont, and Lieutenant Governor of Newfoundland and Labrador, the Honorable Joan Marie Aylward. Next one is pretty cool. Also on the 19th, Princess Anne, the Princess Royal, officially opened a bridge that cost £145 million in Suffolk. And she was late, which is very odd for her. She's one of the most punctual people that I know of. Now, she is regarded again as the hardest working royal. She was 30 minutes late due to bad weather, but they're saying that the crowds were really delighted when they saw her, and they waited patiently. This bridge that she went to see is called the Gull Wing Bridge. It is the largest rolling bascule bridge in the world. It is lifted using hydraulic cylinders. So this is really different from like a drawbridge that just goes up. It was designed to help combat congestion, and it was publicly opened on September 7th to traffic. This bridge, it's being reported, provides Suffolk with a third river crossing, but the full cost of the construction and believe it or not, is still unknown. Now, funding for the construction was first announced in 2016 by the Prime Minister at the time, David Cameron, but then there were delays and cost increases meant that it just now opened in September. Now, the Princess Royal said, and I'm quoting, "Persistence and patience has really paid off." She then met with people involved with the bridge planning and construction, as well as officials for the area, for the Riverside Council offices. There was a chance for everybody to view this bridge, which, by the way, is 345 meters long. And it was built on behalf of Suffolk County Council by civil engineering contractor Farron's Construction. Now, after all of this, of course, there was a plaque unveiling at the base of the control tower to formally open it up. And Princess Anne said, and I'm quoting, "The Gullwing Bridge is unique in many respects, and I am sure that the people of Lowestoft will not only make very good use of it, but really appreciate it." Yeah, I agree. Princess Anne entered the control tower and pressed the button to open the bridge. So I guess she was the first person to do that. And then there were the 3 cheers as traditional. You know how that goes. There were at the base 3 school children that she then met with, and she received some beautiful flowers and had some discussions with the children. They're Lowestoft school pupils they're the ones who came up with the name Gull Wing. I don't know if I'm going to say these right, but I'm going to try. Eva Ainsley, Hayden Nichols, and Jack Baldry. Woo, that's a lot. By the way, they came up with the name Gull Wing because they said that there was a resemblance to the wings of a gull at the beams. And finally, and I know they're not working royals, but still they are helping out. The York sisters are really getting upset about the way that the family is treating their father, especially over Royal Lodge. And they're really discussing how to navigate their unofficial roles within the firm, because we know that they have been helping out. They have been going to things on behalf of the king. And yet the king is not, really helping out Andrew. I think it'll be interesting to see what decisions they make as far as the royal family. All right, you guys, you know what to do. Leave your comments, make them good, then hit the like and the subscribe button and the bell for all notifications. Then go down into the description box where you'll find the links to my Twitter, my Gettr, my Rumble, my email, my Patreon, which is currently paused, my physical address, and my Amazon wish list. For those of you who've donated to my coffee fund, thank you so much. And as always, you guys, have a great day.